And we're live. I don't know how we can get us both to come in together, and we still haven't got a theme tune. Theme tune. We need a theme tune.
Need to work on that, yeah. Write the theme tune, sing the theme tune.
Oh my, you're showing your age, Jake.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, that goes back, crikey, must be a good 20-something years.
That's a terrifying thought, yeah.
How are you, sir?
I'm good. I'm in the office today in Mom Towers. I've not
You're
been
in
in
the
too much over the
turquoise
last
room.
couple of months, but yeah, it's nice to be back. See a few people
Yeah, in the turquoise room.
in the turquoise room. Yeah.
I can see a lovely Willowbank boutique label behind you on one side, and a Yuzo gin. Is it that
Yuzu
Japanese
gin, yeah, on the other side, yeah.
boutique gin? There we go. Aha,
Boutique backdrop just for you, Dave.
lovely. That's what I like to hear. Whiskey Dave these days. Whiskey Dave.
Whiskey Dave.
We talk about whiskey, all sorts of whiskey. Mm.
So what have we got for them, Dave?
Oh, we've got 10 lots to get through today. I've just been looking at what's coming up. There are only 4 tickets available for next week's draw. That's all gone pretty quickly. Certainly on the... it's good to see the Glengarry 29 disappear really quickly this time, because that's one of my favourite distilleries. I must be bashing on about that. And the Balvenie 21-year-old Portwood, another one of my favourite whiskies, that's gone. And it's not me who's bought all the tickets. A Middleton Very Rare 2024, that disappeared pretty quickly, and
Yeah.
Blue Label. So what can you win next week? The Glenfarclas Warehouse Collection, the 30, 35 and 40-year-olds, just for giggles. A really rather lovely Portescaig, so a single malt from Islay that's just 45 years young. A pretty really exciting collection from Master of Malt's single cask regions of Scotland. That's all 5 there, with a Springbank 29, a Glengoyne 20, Glenrothes 25, a Laphroaig 14-year-old, and a North British 35-year-old. So just sneaking in there on the lowland grains.
A Cheetah one for tick off the lowlands geographically at least, but tasty nonetheless.
It's those old North British, I mean, it is my favourite grain whiskey, I must admit. Old North British does come across because they use that, they never switched across to wheat, and they have that oiliness of that maize, so that's pretty cool. What else? There is a 30-year-old Teeling, an Irish single malt from 1991. A little collection from the Isle of Arran distillers. That's their 25-year-old, just a 25-year-old. The 13-year-old small batch, that's a Port Pipes Matured Special, and the standard 10-year-old. I think they've dropped their 14-year-old, which was one of the ones I really loved, their standard 14-year-old. That was a
good one, yeah.
I haven't seen one of them for a while. There's also a collection of 5 from the little tiny distillery of Oban over there on the west coast. I've not been to that distillery. It looks fabulous. I know they can't expand. The little port. Have you been there? Have you been up to Oban?
I don't think so. No.
Yes, I went past it when I went up to Skye, and I've sort of missed it when I've gone down the other side of things. But I really must get on a road trip up that west coast again, because it's been an age.
Jake and Dave road trip.
Yeah. That's next week's. I've just seen the first 6 have gone up yesterday morning. I think they went yesterday afternoon, for the week after. So that's for the draw ending on the 27th of January, the end of January already. There's a 41-year-old Port Ellen up there for your £15 ticket. There is a 25-year-old Macallan for the £10 ticket. There's a Hakushu 18-year-old peated malt, Japanese malt, for your £7 ticket. A Glenmorangie Grand Vintage Malt 1997 for your £6 ticket. I would like that very much so. Yes. A Douglas Lang extra old particular grain duo. So there's two very old, a North British again, 33-year-old, and a Cameron Bridge, 30-year-old. These are both from independent bottler Douglas Lang. And I know this will go pretty quickly. A Laphroaig collection. I will say Laphroaig because lots of people do say Laphroaig, and I don't pick them up because I'm not a fluent Gaelic speaker either. But this is a cracking little collection of 5 Laphroaigs from the Isle of Mull Tobermory distillery, 10, 18-year-old, a 9-year-old Bordeaux red wine finish. Peat and red wine sometimes goes together beautifully. A triple wood and a Rioja cask finish. I quite like the sound of a Rioja. Not right this minute. I'll stick to my cup of tea. But I quite like they're just the £5 tickets, those last two, Douglas Lang. £5 for two 30-year-old grains and £5 for just 5 bottles of Laphroaig. If you like your Isle of Mull peated whiskey, and that's the one for you.
Like I say, don't last long, those ones. I would not think. Yeah. Cool. So, into today's then.
Into today's, yes. We've got a collection. We've got quite a nice little collection here, actually. A couple of good ones that I would love in my basket. I mean, they're all good ones, but I'm just thinking of myself. Me. It's all it is, Jake. Okay, up next, I thought we'd start in with a Paul John from India, one of the Indian single malt distillers. Number 2, I think it was over here, wasn't it? Distillery number 2 that we could find over here, Paul John. Amrit were number 1, and then Paul John came along. I think there's 4 Indian single malts available over here in the UK these days. So yes, a big continent, a big country, India, and big whiskey drinkers as well. Very big whiskey fans over in India. This was just £5 ticket. There are just 45 people took up the challenge to get this question right. And we're going to pick a winner right now, shall we, Jake?
Lovely, yeah. Just got the wheel ready. I'm ready for you. Okay.
Perfect. Let's do that.
Kick off today's draw. Ren's K. Sorry if I'm saying that wrong, but yeah, congratulations.
Yes, very well done. Thanks for playing along. Excellent. There's the first one out of the wheel. Right, up next. I thought we'd get the rums out next because they're always very popular. And here's a little collection from the single barrel selection. There are 3 pretty old rums here. 2020 Jamaica, Belize 2005, and a Guyanan 2003 single barrel. Say 2020. That's when it was bottled for Master of Malt exclusive, I think. Jamaica S. I don't know all these little numbers on them, but you rum people do know all about these. I haven't got to grips with all of these different marks from your distilleries. I mean, you think whiskey geeks are geeky. Get into the rum clubs. Like, full-on geekery. They don't need line arm angles. They want everything. This was our £5 ticket. There were 79 tickets bought, available, and this one sold out pretty quickly, as the rums tend to. Are you ready with that wheel, sir?
I'm ready.
Ripper. Let's pick a winner for that one, shall we?
It's Christopher H.
It's definitely a rum person. I think Christopher H. has gone for those. Congratulations, Christopher. The Master of Malt Elves will be getting in touch with you and getting those bottles out to you as soon as possible. Now the big Christmas rush and Whiskey Santa's gone to bed and all that thing, so they'll be busy.
He's on a beach somewhere, I believe, sipping a pina colada in a Hawaiian shirt.
As he well deserves. Okay, up next we're off to Japan with some aromatic yeast. I mean, who doesn't love a drop of aromatic yeast? I should try some aromatic yeast when I make bread next time, shouldn't I? Japanese whiskey from Nikka. This is a discovery series. There's a Yoichi and a Miyajikyo. Single malts here. Pretty collectible sort of things. You don't see these very often. And 70 tickets were sold on this one. So you're one of 70 if you're on this wheel. Are you ready, sir?
I am, yeah. I was sort of like laughing at the names there. It's drilling down into the production process, though, isn't it? Rather than just tasting like yeast.
Yeah, I do like a bit of.
Those are cool. And let's find them a home. Going to be an M.
Whoop, whoop. Congratulations. Okay, this is the one I would love to win big time. Just the 8 bottles from the Wireworks distillery.
Yeah,
big distillery in Derbyshire. I mean, it is a young distillery, but they have been doing. I love that they have one style of whiskey that they make. Everything is the same. They're 6 ppm in the malt. They've gone for their character that they want to do. And they've just been doing things with different casks and some of the integration that I've tasted. And the Petit O that I tasted was incredible. But yeah, the rum cask. Which other one did I really, really love? There's another. I just like the bourbon barrel on its own anyway. But
yeah, which is kind of like the most kind of house styly one, maybe. But that's actually just been named one of our whiskies of the year in our where we do our whiskies of the month. Each person chooses something they're drinking. Well, you know about this, Dave, because you're going to join the panel. But
I just joined the panel, yes.
To explain briefly, yeah, we each, or some of the team, pick a whiskey they're enjoying that month, and then we compile it into 10 each month. And we've just sort of each picked out of our selections from the previous months one for the year. And
nice.
The Wireworks was the big bourbon barrel featured in there, although I'm sure the rum cask also very nearly got into a couple of months. And yeah,
certainly.
Long story short, it's a good distillery and we like it.
It's a great little distillery. Well, quite a big distillery, really. They've got capacity there to take on a lot more, and they've got room to expand, which is kind of cool as well. I love their bottle design. I love the bottle design that flows up through the cork, that twisted wire on the neck. I mean, just the thought's gone into it. It's superb. Anyway, £5 a ticket for just all of those 8 bottles there.
It's a pretty incredible price. Okay, wheel is ready, Dave.
Wheel is ready. Let's get that in there. Let's stop this rambling and pick a winner. Someone's desperate for this, I'm sure. Hannah S. Congrats, Hannah. Congrats, Hannah. I hope you enjoy that little selection. Man, that'll keep you busy for the year. 8 bottles of whiskey there. A lovely little collection. You need a whole shelf just for Wireworks there. Fantastic.
I reckon, doesn't it? Yeah, great stuff.
Okay, up next, we're going to go to Speyside for this distillery that started it all, as they say. Is it 1822? 22? Licensed distillery. Mr. George Smith licensing his distillery. This is a 21-year-old from the Sample Room collection, so slightly different from the standard 21-year-old. I did like the standards, the 18 and the 21. They used to have a standard 21 and a 25-year-old, the XV, as you could get it. But this is a 21-year-old, the Sample Room collection. So there's not going to be many of these. And yeah, this was pretty popular for just £5 a ticket. If you want to buy one of these, over £200 for a bottle of 21-year-old these days. But yeah, let's pick that winner, shall we?
Still.
A fine malt, that's for sure.
All-win P.
I'll win. Congratulations. I'll win.
Oh yeah, probably. Have I said it wrong?
I don't know.
It's not been a good day for name pronunciations.
Well, how would I know? I mean, we're just trying to read some letters in an English style. What we've been brought up with. Right. Okay. Up next, a Talisker, 25-year-old from the Isle of Skye. Yeah, I remember the first time tasting a Talisker 25, and then that was followed by a Talisker 35, Diageo Special Releases 2011. Oh, yes. I was very spoiled that afternoon. Just nectar, absolute nectar. So whoever's taken this one out, this was just £5 a ticket. I'm glad that's sold out. There's only 99 of you in the draw for this, I don't know, £400 bottle of whiskey. It is delicious. Good luck.
No doubt.
Let's get that wheel in and pick one of those winners, Jake.
Indeed. Best of luck, everyone. Is Nigel R. Congrats, Nigel. Well done.
Wonderful. You will enjoy that, sir. You will enjoy that. I can guarantee it. It's fantastic. Okay, from Isle of Skye, we're going to drop down to the Isle of Islay, to Bunnahabhain. Easy for us to say. It's one of those ones that catches a few people out from time to time, but it's something like Bunnahabhain. That's what I was told many, many years ago. I seen an advert on YouTube or social media where
right.
the Scots people are saying it's slightly different.
My favourite bit of that is when they're like, and we never call it Bunna.
No, we never call it Bunna or Bunny. What have we got here? We've got a 12-year-old, 18-year-old, and the 21-year-old. Two of them are cask strength, the 12-year-old cask strength edition and the 21-year-old cask strength edition. The Bunnahabhain 12-year-old is a staple in my whiskey cabinet. It's just one of those bang for your buck whiskies. The 12-year-old cask strength too. Yeah, this is a lovely little collection. Over £500 worth of whiskey for just a £5 a ticket. There are 149 of you playing in here, and I wish you all the very best.
Indeed, right. Here we go. Is Ravi P. Congratulations, Ravi.
Congratulations, Ravi. That's a cracking little prize. Right, we got down to the three last ones, the big three, as we say, or someone says. Staying on Islay, we're going to slip across the island to Laphroaig. This is a 34-year-old from the Ian Hunter storybook, the last one of the collection. Book 5, over £1,000 bottle. List price for this. This was our £8 a ticket, and there are just 129 of you playing for this, I believe.
Cool. Wheel is ready.
The wheel is set, locked and loaded.
Okay, here we go. Like you say, into the business end now. Good luck, everyone.
Wheel.
Ooh, and that is going to be Kenneth C. Congratulations, Kenneth.
Congratulations, sir. That looks fabulous, I must admit. Okay, up next is a cracking 32-year-old Macallan from Master of Malt. So it's one of our own bottlings. 32-year-old from 1992. We bought a few of these casks over the years, and they've all been pretty good. And this one, I'm pretty certain this one was a refill sherry. Yes, it's refill sherries. They work much better sometimes, and sometimes the bourbon cask. 32 years in a big sherry butt sometimes can be a little bit overpowering, but the refills tend to be a little bit better, in my opinion. Other people like those big sherry monsters, but I'm not a huge fan of them. Anyway, this one was our £10 ticket item. There were 174 tickets playing for this, and the wheel is ready.
It certainly is.
Have you tasted this one, Jake?
I don't think I have been lucky enough to taste this exact cask. No. Which, yeah. I have to set that right when I have to make sure I get in some samples of all these casks we're releasing. Busy though, lots going on. Always lots going on. Right.
So while you're in the office today.
Yeah. I need to hang around here more and just see if I can. Yeah.
Mind sweeping exercise.
Let's spin this wheel. It's Isle S. Congratulations, Macallan 32-year-old.
Congratulations. That's a I've never seen a name like that. I haven't seen that name in my 100 years that I've been around on this planet, but that's a cool name. It looks really cool. I don't know what it's IL. I wonder where the origin of that comes from. It's rather cool.
And there's a footballer called Isle Berkovich who I mean, I still may have said it wrong, but that's why I sort of went with it confidently. Because yeah,
you were very confident in it, but it wasn't.
If it was a footballer that played in the 90s, then I probably know it.
Okay, the final one today is our big one, the £15 ticket. It is just a Glenfiddich 40-year-old single malt, over £3,500 if you wanted to try and buy one of these. A little bit more than, but this is their cumulative time reimagined, remnant vatting. So they've emptied a number of casks and vatted it together. Remnants of old whiskies, the youngest one obviously being 40 years old. It looks kind of spectacular. These are one-off packages, aren't they? Each bottle is wrapped in something. The packaging is a one-off.
Right.
I'm pretty certain they are. They're all slightly different as they're all handmade.
Yes. Looking at it's sort of cropped in on this picture, isn't it? You can't see kind of the. Is bonkers.
It's
bonkers
made out.
A lot of these super smart old whiskies are these days.
The packaging is unique. It's made out of jesmonite.
Okay.
And that's like a resin. Like a corian or something like the hard resin. And they're each individually made, so everyone is unique.
It's a nice touch.
It's a lovely touch. I'm not sure what you're going to do with it once you've drunk the bottle, but maybe just keep another bottle. Use it as a decanter afterwards, because you've got to drink it, haven't you? Eventually. Right, should we pick that winner for the big one?
I'm ready for the.
As far as I can see, there are 221 of you playing for this one.
Indeed, yeah. A few more names in this one.
Oops. It went in, it went out. That's me, double.
Got it. Okay.
All excited here.
Let's do it. Let's do the big one for today. Good luck, everyone. It is Craig F. Congrats, Craig.
Yeah, congratulations, Craig. That's a cracking. I mean, having been very fortunate to try some very old Glenfiddichs in the past. Yeah, I have no doubt that will be superb. Yes, very lucky you. So, well, that's it. That's another 10 gone. So, yeah, ultra rare whiskies being won there for the maximum £15 ticket there. Most of them, quite a few of them are £5 tickets these days. Like half of them, aren't they, more or less? £5 tickets out of 10. Yeah, don't forget to look on Master of Malt Competitions website for the next ones. There's a few more to come out this week. There are only 6 tickets, 6 ticketed items available for next week's draw, and they are all the big ones. There's some really big ones there. The Glenfarclas collection of 3, the Portesgaeg 45, the 5 Master of Malt bottlings, all big ones.
Good stuff coming up, eh?
So much there. The Oban collection, the Aaron, just so many bottles. That's 3, 8, 13.
I can see James, I think was commenting last week as well, had his fingers crossed there, but don't think his name came up this week. But
so sorry.
Best of luck as always, James, and well, we're not quite signing off yet, but we'll see you next week too.
Thanks for playing along, and yes, do send your photographs in with your winnings, because we do love to see them. There's some very happy looking people in the current set of photos that are up there. Some big smiles, which we love to see, big smiles, because it's gloomy this time of year as well, isn't it? You look out.
We all need a nice big something to cheer us up and put a smile on our face this time of year, don't we?
Yeah. Okay, that's another week done. I'll see you the same time next week, sir.
Yes.